Post-fight reaction, guys. Post-fight reaction. Daniel Dubois absolutely knocked out, absolutely stretched out Bogdan Dinu in the second round. Devastating knockout. Triple D is back. Dynamite Dubois, absolutely. Listen, you guys, I hope you saw this. This was a brutal, devastating knockout. I was like, what? Trademark Dubois knockout. Make sure you guys please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, drop your comments in the comment section below what you thought about this fight. You know, if you want to follow me on social media, hit me up at KO Boxing Vibe 1, Twitter KO Boxing Vibe 1, official KO Boxing Vibe on Instagram, you know, and if you want to support the channel, hit the PayPal link in the description and drop some for the channel. But a brutal, and I've just come off watching an absolutely devastating knockout by Daniel Dubois. How did the fight go? Fight opened up. Dubois was trying to use his jab in the opening going. You know, you could early see that Bogdan Dinu didn't like the jab, you know, of Daniel Dubois. Couldn't really take it. You know, in the opening going, Dubois looked a bit agitated in the beginning in his attacks. I was thinking, raw, Daniel Dubois, you're trying to get Bogdan Dinu out of here so early. I was thinking maybe it's because he's agitated. He just wants to get the job done. But you know, Bogdan Dinu was looking for the overhand, right? You know, so it's quite interesting. Let's see if we can get comments from Dubois. Let me see if I can play it.
So relieved at getting a win as you were at the end of that contest.
It's been a very rough ride, you know, and I'm glad to be back.
And it showed, Daniel. How did you feel when you got in the ring? Was your head clear or were you having flashbacks? How did you feel?
There was a little thoughts going through my head, but you know, I listened to Shane what he told me.
Yeah, that's what I thought because he looked a bit agitated in the beginning, man.
So happened, man. It's great.
You mentioned there, let's not mince our words. It's been a hard 6 months or 7 months for you. And I know you're strong mentally and you avoid an awful lot of some of the things people say. But it has been a really tough time. It must be fantastic to have got back in there and got the win this evening.
It is, you know. My sister just qualified for the Olympics.
Oh no, what a night for the Dubois!
And I'm glad I'm back. Yeah, picked up a belt as well.
Shane, I can tell you, I know you haven't worked with him for years, but he never smiles like that. You've delivered a great smile at least.
That was a devastating knockout, cuz. That right hand, fam. Devastating right hand.
He's heading in the direction you want him to head.
Yeah, he's only 23 years of age. You know, he's young. He's obviously suffered a little loss, but he needs to go back, rebuild. And I think we did that. I think that was a fantastic performance. We didn't have long, but give us 6 months, a year, and you'll see the best of him.
And you told him to get a bit closer, which he did, and he finished the fight quickly after listening to your instructions. When he first came in, when he first came through your doors, what were your very, very first thoughts, Shane?
How good his legs were, how good his distance control was. You know, he's got fantastic legs. He just needs to use them.
Man, that knockout. Listen, let me listen. I told you. Even Dubois said himself. Listen. It was a bit. He was he had, you know, he's had some thoughts in his mind in the beginning, and I could see in the beginning he looked like there was a bit of agitation. There, he was looking the way he was throwing his shots, very frenetic. Like maybe trying to get him out of there. And I was like, listen, Dubois, chill. Use your jab. The guy doesn't like the jab. I'm still looking at that right hand coming from Bogdan Dinu. I was thinking Dubois should take his time, and then as trademark Dubois knocked out a lot of guys on the ropes. Got Bogdan Dinu on the ropes in the second round, detonated his trademark right hand, and absolutely the guy just slumped down on the canvas. That was he folded him like a deck chair. Stretched out Bogdan Dinu, picks up the WBA interim belt, and that's all she wrote. What do you guys think about the fight? It was a devastating knockout, and the way I saw Bogdan Dinu get knocked out, that just gives more props to Joe Joyce, because Joe Joyce took those kind of shots, man. That just shows how good of a chin Joe Joyce has actually got. You know, but absolutely big Daniel Dubois come back with a big bang, exploded back onto the scene, picking up that WBA. And it's interesting because Dillian Whyte wants to fight Trevor Bryan. I don't know if it's for the WBA silver. So could we have a scenario where we're going to have Daniel Dubois take on Dillian Whyte at some point? You know, it's going to be interesting. There's a lot of fights out there. There's Robert Helenius. You know, he's got that. What belt has Robert Helenius got again? I think Robert Helenius has got the WBA gold. I think Robert Helenius has got that one. So Robert Helenius is out. That's a good fight, decent, good name that people recognize in boxing, you know, to get up the ranks through the WBA. And I think that's the route that Frank Warren's probably looking for Daniel Dubois. Because if you look at the other sanctioning bodies, I think the guys with the weakest, guys at the top of the rankings is right now, of all the sanctioned body, is currently the WBA. So it's a good route for Daniel Dubois to take to the world heavyweight title. But let's see if we can jump into more comments here.
And he's literally, we just need to chip away, make sure he gets there technically, and he's going to be an absolute nightmare.
He certainly is a nightmare. Now, before I let you go, Daniel, you mentioned there your sister Caroline. You think you've had a hard 6 months. How's her year been? It's been the most frustrating 12 months for any boxer ever. She must be so relieved. Have you spoken to her?
This is just the start as well, you know. She's got a long road. She's now qualified for the Olympics, so she's got to go for gold.
A good night for the Dubois family. Daniel, good to have you back. Shane, great to talk to you again. Back to you, Paulie.
Big up, Daniel.
Thank you, Steve. And they are so very, very close. Here it comes, folks. If Caroline goes to the Olympic Games, hopefully takes a medal home from it, what a prospect it would be to put Daniel Dubois on a same card with his sister as a professional. That would be really something, wouldn't it? Again, we started tonight by talking about the Dubois dream. That is a part of it.
Cool. So you guys drop your comments in the comment section below. Obviously, Daniel Dubois' sister's going to the Olympic game. That's a big one for the Dubois family. Drop your comments in the comment section below. What did you guys think about the devastating right hand that sparked out Bogdan Dinu? Let's check. In fact, let's jump into these highlights, man, since they're here. Might as well.
To be fair, look like the same old Dubois to me, beautiful jab, stood his ground.
I want to ask you to look specifically there at the start of the second round.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely sparked him out. Oh my, watch that. Watch this, guys. Oh, knocked him out. Didn't know where he was. Boom.
As you can see right there, got him out of there. I can see Bogdan's corner telling him to get up. He clearly couldn't. So
that was a devastating knockout. What the hell? And that's all she wrote. Drop your comments in the comment section below, guys. What next for Daniel Dubois? Who do you want to see Daniel Dubois fight next? Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video. KO Boxing Vibe 1 for Twitter, official KO Boxing Vibe for Instagram, and do all that good stuff on the channel, man. Cool.